Hey, welcome back YouTube. Today we got a 3-barrel FBD with the middle barrel. The beater motor is going out on it. So today we're going to be replacing that beater motor and replacing that burnt contactor and checking the capacitor and filling the barrel and get this back up and running. And it also has an error for a temperature sensor. We're going to check that out also. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and see you in a minute. Okay, first thing we got to do is empty out the barrel. So we're gonna, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we're going to put this in, got to drain that barrel. So we're going to get some CO2 on for some pressure, put a bucket down here, and get this drained out. Yeah, about halfway now. You can see the beater motor is working right now, but as it goes, it slows down, and as the product gets hard, it'll just stop. And that's why we're replacing it. So drain this out. Okay, all drained out. Got the CO2 turned off on it. Get rid of any pressure. Then we'll take that faceplate off, and then we'll grab some wrenches and be back in a second. Okay. Get the faceplate off. And we'll make sure the pressure is going once again. There's a seal on there that's pretty tight, so this is my little FBD kit. I like to use that right there. And make sure you have something under it, because it will come out the last little bit, but that helps get it off without you having to fight it and mess it up. It is just hard acrylic, so you can't break it. And then just wiggle it off. Catch the rest of it in a bucket. I'm going to take the beater bar out. And there we go. All right, we're gonna get the rest of that a little bit to drain out, so we won't make a mess on the floor. Then we'll get around back and start taking that motor out. Okay, motor is the one, this one. And we're gonna get in there, get those out. The way I do it is I have some long hex heads. There's a hex head screws that's holding that in there. And all my suckers done fell out. All right. Get back here fully. Some light on the subject. Hope y'all can see that. And put it on an extension. It gets me back past the motor, see? Makes it a little easier to come out. And it's 4 that holds that on there. I got one more to loosen up. and then the motor will come out. And while we got it open back here, we'll go ahead and give them a brush, clean all these off so these motors can breathe. So while we're back here, that one fell. There we go. It's our plug. Nope. It's right here. Back in. And make some room to try to get this out. This should slide right out like that. Get a cutter, cut that loose. Towel, wipe that out, and then we need to replace that rear seal, which is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the rear seal is here. Push it out and grab it from the inside. It does not want to come out, so we'll get it from the front side. So I'm gonna get from back here, get this out, and then grab the other motor, get a towel, clean that up, and hop back here again. So I get a pair of cutters to cut that loose, and we'll get the new motor. Get back inside. Okay guys, we got the new motor in. It's just there. Got the bolts tightened up. Sorry I didn't show it. I thought I had turned the camera on, but I didn't. Nope. Find the wire. There it is. Here's our plug. Get this plug back in. And while we're back here, I'm just gonna take a brush, knock all that off. Like that. All right, then we'll go around to the front, get the rear seal put in, change that contactor, and then check the capacitor, check the bricks on the barrel, get it filled back up. So I'm gonna climb up out of here and get this put back, the back on through, and then go around front. See you in a minute. All right, there's our compressor contactor that's burnt. So we're gonna get that out. I got a little FBD how tight they put the stuff in here. Okay, so power is off, by the way. Okay. Stuff's flying off. Okay, get this side disconnected and get that out of there. Oh, good enough. The reason why I'm replacing this contactor, it was buzzing extremely loud, and when I took the cover off, you can see that it's burnt. There's some screws at the top that you can see that my light might be in the way, but buried up there are two screws. There's one. Alright, so be right back. Let me go get a bit of extension so I can get that off of there. Okay, we got the old one out, and this is what it looks like. Let me get some light on there for you. The contacts are burnt, starting to pit, and it was chattering, and you can see the coating that done got on it from it. And I don't know how well you can see the contacts down there, but they're starting to be pretty pitted. So that's the old one. Here's our new one, which is a 2-pole 30 amp 24 volt coil. And I'm gonna put the camera back on chest mount and get that installed. The rear seal has got to go back there. We'll get that rear seal checked and get that capacitor checked, which is a 40 plus or minus 6%. We'll make sure that's still in range, and then get this thing ready to run. So let me mount my camera back on the chest mount and be back in a sec. I think it's out of ice. Okay, contactor's replaced, so now I'm gonna check the capacitor. Like I said, it's a 40 MFD, 40 microfarad, plus or minus 6%. Get this checked, make sure the capacitor is good. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me do it. Let me do it like that. Yeah, now you can see it. So, all right, so our capacitor is 38. So we're good, plus or minus 6%. 37 is the low end. So we're still good. So we'll get that plugged back up. All right, there's that. So now what we gotta do is just put in that rear seal, which goes back there. And here's our new one. There we go. Press it, it pops into place. And it is back there. All right, so now get the power back on, get the bricks on that barrel checked, which is dragon fruit. Yep, 0 sugar. So make sure that's set, and then get this barrel filled and get the other ones restarted. So back in a minute. Okay, so now we'll get this thing put back together. Here's our beater bar. Get it lined up. Make sure it goes into the motor. I like to center it. Makes it a little bit easier when you go to put the faceplate back on, because that piece, this end here, has to go in there. So usually if you get it centered and give it a few wiggles, and I'm off just a little bit, so it goes on. Give it a nice little tap. We'll get the bolts on, which are on my cart right here. And we can get this ready for them to have some Slurpees. All right, get this tight. I'll find my wrench. There it is. I like to alternate sides when I tighten it. Okay. Faceplate's back on tight. All right, so now all we gotta do is just check the bricks, fill the barrels, and you can watch it make a Slurpee. So get the refractometer out and a cup, and we'll check the bricks. Okay, I got the bricks set at the modules. Need to drain that barrel, and this is how this barrel is, and that's why always good to check the bricks on the other barrels, fellas. You can run across stuff like this, and there'll be another service call on a FPD that you just fixed. So we're gonna take this back to the sink, get that ice off of there, and then get the Coke flavor filled up. Okay guys, we got all the barrels froze down. Everything's back up and working, ready. So we're gonna get this closed up, show you how it looks. This is the Coke. There's our Coke Slurpee. Light and fluffy. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Love hearing from you. Till next time, have a good one. Peace.